You hear me? Hey, sir, you can hit search. All right, bro. Good luck, man.
Bro, good luck, man.
Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Ames, Iowa, home of the Cyclones of Iowa State. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Cyclones will get this season underway as toe meets leather. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Got the first down and more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man to the left. Oh, he's got some space. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt. They want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
So after the huge chunk play, they've got it first and goal from the 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And he just chucks it into the fourth row. All right, guys, let's talk for a minute about Louisville. They reached a national championship game last year, couldn't quite get the job done. What challenges do you see them running into this year beyond the schedule?
And that motivated them all offseason to be runner-ups, to watch somebody else celebrate and hold the trophy. You were so close, Jesse. New additions, new faces, but this squad is hungry.
That's the key. This coaching staff really took a deep dive into their roster, and they isolated the positions that they felt they needed to get better at, and they addressed that from high school recruiting and the portal. I'm expecting big things from them this year.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
Well, it's always nice to get the first one out of the way. That's the first passing touchdown for the season in this offense, and they've got a lot of playmakers. Their quarterback is accurate, makes good decisions. You saw it on that play. That's the first, and it certainly won't be the last.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run the option. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get them to the ground.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Finley. He's got room. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. Was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
The Cyclones have this offense rolling. The give on the option. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. All right, guys, let's chat Iowa State. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. A 1st down for the offense. Rides the back and leaves it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. Slithers into space. He's up to 49 yards for him on the ground now. What a first quarter for this guy.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game. The offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
Motion from the back. The toss to the right. Runs through a tackle. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the third down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
On first down, running the read option to the right. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
That's the end of the period, and Louisville has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Now on the option. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And this is a big third down coming up, man. This team's trailing, haven't had a great first half, but this offense has a chance to cut into the lead or tie this football game. Big third down coming up.
They'll send the back in motion.
With that much speed, you got to find tricky ways to put more speed on the field, spy the quarterback with somebody that's really, really fast. And even when you do, a lot of times he still makes plays because he's that dang fast and that explosive.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. They'll try the run. Gets it past the marker. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Looking downfield on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
In these situations, 3rd and eternity, I know exactly what to do. I'm putting more DBs on the field. I know it's a pass, my best pass defenses, and then I turn my pass rushers loose. Go get that QB.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it, and that time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Fights off a defender.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Just drives it between the uprights. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Indiana is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up 14 over Ball State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Morton.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Cardinals can really attack on this 2nd and short. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. A strike downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. The Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. Run in the red zone, it's Fowler. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Second down, they'll go to the air. Working that left side now. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Now facing a 3rd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Perkins. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on 4th down? No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, going to the air. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Louisville! Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. It's great to think you're going to score every time you return it, but man, what a bad decision. He's down at the 6. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Good timing on the quick out. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the 1st down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. A fresh set of downs after that 4th down conversion, but still the up-tempo as they get to the line quickly. Now the toss. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. They'll call it a 9-yard loss. Might be calling a hot route. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Going downfield for the big play. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll leave it with him. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Cardinals And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's got it. 1st down and more. Oh, the loose ball recovered by the offense, but they don't have enough for the 1st down. It'll be a turnover on downs.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You can.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Cardinals getting set on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Cardinals with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield very late in the half. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
When you have scrambling quarterbacks, you got to have a spot. You got to have somebody in the middle of the field. Everybody's playing coverage, but that guy's job is to focus on the quarterback and make sure he doesn't scramble and make big plays like this with his feet.
The Cardinals trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the 1st half.
Coming out with it, it's Ferguson. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Waning seconds of the 1st half. Let's see how they handle it. Looking to throw on 1st down. Somehow got the screen into that traffic. That should be the final play of the 1st half. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put toe to leather and get this 2nd half started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ferguson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
The sure hands, it's Jackson. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. And the Cyclones want to move quickly.
You know, I think there's a lot of people in the stadium that were wondering, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field? But the gamble paid off.
Makes the catch. It's Brave. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Cyclones in a good spot here with 2nd and short. On the move, it's Brave. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Gets rid of it. And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Fires left. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's where the ball falls.
Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
From the gun, to give, looking for room. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Hits him inside the 20, still going. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The run from the shotgun. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on fourth down and 3. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy there.
The extra point is blocked. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Bringing it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. And the Cyclones want to crank the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his man. It's Bray. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what...
There he goes. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Rush is on him. He lobs one high down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. The Cyclones, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Gets the back moving. A run for the quarterback. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.